Here's another strange concept for you. A power within a power. So, for example, x to the power of 3, say, and then to the power of 4. So, what does this become, or what does it mean? Well, imagine that this is in a bubble here. So, in effect, what you've got here is x to the power of 3 in here, and then to the power of 4. So, what that means is whatever this is, get it and times by itself 4 times. So what this means is this. Hang on, x to the power of 3, okay, times x to the power of 3 times x x to the power of 3, and then times x to the power of 3 again. That's what it means. So when you get given this here, it's well, just imagine that this thing here times by itself 4 times. So you've got this, okay. So you can imagine this bubble here is x times x times x, okay, and then you've got to times it with this thing here, which is x times x times x, and then you've got to times it with this thing here, which is x times x times x, and then you've got to times it with this thing here, which is x times x times x. Now, a quick way, rather than writing x times x times x times x times x times, well, a quick way of doing this would just be x to the power of 12. Okay, so x to the power of 3, and then to the power of 4, it becomes this, x to the power of 12. That's what it becomes. Okay, let me give you another example. Let's say you've got x squared here, and let's power it to the so x to the power of 2. Well, this is so common, x to the power of 2. We give it a special name, x squared. Okay. Well, anyway, x to the power of 2, and then power it to the power it to the power of 3. So here, imagine you've got this thing here. Hang on, x squared here. Imagine this exists in a bubble. Who cares what a bubble is at the moment? Power it to the power. Well, to the power of 3 means you get this bubble here, and then you times by itself 3 times. So now let's get this and times by itself 3 times. So hang on, x squared times times by itself, and then times again by itself. So basically this here is this. Okay. Now visualize it as this, x times x, and then we've got to times it with this here. So x times x, and then times x. Well, here, rather than writing this whole thing here, let's just write the quick way, x to the power of 6. So what I'm trying to say here is x squared to the power of 3. X squared here to the power of 3 is x to the power of 6. Okay. Another example. Let's say x to the power of 7. Okay, and then cube it. Okay, so what does this mean? Well, imagine it as this: x to the power of 7 times x to the power of 7, and then times x to the power of 7 again, x to the power of 7. So here you've got 7 x's in here, 7 x's in here, 7 x's in here. So you're going to have x to the power of 21. Okay, so basically, if it's just this times this. So if you have something like this, x to the power of 9, let's say to the power of 5, well, you could imagine it as x to, well, you could imagine it as hang on, x to the power of 9 times 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 x to the power of 9. Well, just get this times this. So it would be x to the power of 45. Okay, so in general, if you have x to the power of a and then power it to the b, so this becomes x to the power of a b. So what that means is get this times this. Okay, so this is a new formula for you. Okay, and a lot of people get confused over this. This is different from let's say x a times x to the power of b. This here becomes x to the power of a plus b. Okay, but if you have x to the power of a and then power it to the b, then it's this times this. There is a difference between this and this. Okay, so be careful. So basically, this here becomes x to the power of a b, whereas this top one here becomes x to the power of a plus b. There is a difference, and everyone gets confused over these two. Okay.